Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Lorac recently came out with 5 eyeshadow palettes. This one is the largest one, and this is Lorac Pro Palette Artist Edition, and this one has 25 eyeshadows. Then there is a Noir palette, and this one has 18 eyeshadows. A Soleil palette with 18 eyeshadows, and 2 Mini Pro eyeshadow palettes, Sparkling and Shimmering. And those two we will be reviewing and applying in today's video. So first thing that I wanted to mention about them is that the size of the palette is much smaller than I expected. This is the palette itself. This one is in Shimmering. It's magnetic. There is a small mirror right here, and inside you get the names of the shades. I wanted to compare it size-wise to some of my smaller palettes so you would get an idea what size it is. So right away I thought of which palettes I have that have 6 shadows in it, and I thought of my Palletes Pro To Go palette, and this is the Lorac Simmering. So you could see the huge difference size-wise. And I will show you the palettes themselves. So this is the Palletes Pro To Go, and this is the Lorac Shimmering. Let me put one on top of another. When you open them up, you could see though the pen sizes are not very different, but I think that here in the Tarte one, they're more spread out. And another palette that I want to compare it to was the Wet and Wild color icon quads, and you could see that the Lorac palette is a bit wider, but the Wet and Wild is a bit longer. This palette retails for $15 American and $20 Canadian, and I will start with hand swatches. This is the top row. Those are the matte shades, and I will be reading the names and the descriptions from their website. So this first shade is Canvas, and it's a light beige matte. This shade is in Terracotta, and it's a warm camel matte. And the third one is Suede, and it's reddish chestnut matte. Those mattes are very creamy, and the formula feels very nice. This is the bottom row, and they're so stunning, each and every shade. The first shade is Cashmere, and this is an Ivory Pearl Shimmer. The next shade is in Candlelight, and this is a warm bronze shimmer. And the last shade is in Warm Honey, and this is a golden shimmer. And now I'm going to be applying it on my eyes. I am going to create a few looks out of this palette. I'm not sure, 2 or 3, we'll see as we go. So I'm gonna start with the Terracotta, the middle shade right here in my crease. There's a lot of powder kick up. Maybe it's because they're very soft, those mattes. I'm gonna go into the same shade with a denser brush and apply it in the outer corner. We'll do the same on the other eye. I'm gonna go with a larger fluffy brush to blend everything out. Use a flat shader, and I'm gonna go into the shade Warm Honey and apply it on my lids. As you could see, the shimmer applies beautifully with the brush. It's stunning, but I do want to go over it with my finger. I just like to, even though you really don't need, because the shimmer is just beautiful. It stands out right away, even with the brush. going to apply an eyeliner and a mascara, and I will be right back. Now I'm going to take the terracotta shade again, and I'm gonna apply it under my lower lashes. I'm gonna apply a mascara on my lower lashes. So this is the finished look. It's a warm look, and we only used 2 shades to create it. We used a matte in the crease, in the outer V, and we put a beautiful warm shimmer all over the lids. I'm gonna close my eyes so you could see how it looks closer. And I will be right back for the second look. For the second look in the Shimmering palette, I'm gonna go into this shade Canvas right here, and I'm gonna set my eyes. I applied Max Painterly Paint Pot, and I'm gonna set it with Canvas. I'm gonna go in the shade Suede, and I'm gonna apply it in the crease. I'm going to do the same on the other eye. I'm going to apply the same shade in my outer corner with a denser brush. I love the shade. I'm gonna blend everything out now. I'm gonna be using the 2 shades right here. This is Cashmere and this is Candlelight. First, I'm gonna start with the Candlelight, and I will apply it in the middle of my lid, and I will bring the Cashmere more towards the inner corner of the eye. It's beautiful, but I just want to go in with my finger. And now we'll put the Cashmere in the inner corner. I'm going to apply an eyeliner and a mascara, and I will be right back. I'm gonna go back in this shade right here, Suede, and I'm going to apply it on my lower lashes. I'm going to apply mascara on my lower lashes. So this is how the second look turned out. I enjoyed this palette very much. Each and every shade is beautiful, and I highly recommend this one. Now we're gonna be taking a look at the sparkling palette. You get 3 mattes in the top row, 3 shimmers on the bottom row, just like in the Simmering palette. I'm gonna do hand swatches first, and then we'll apply it on the eyes. Let's move on to the hand swatches. This is the top row. Those are the 3 mattes, and I will be reading the descriptions from the Lorac's website. The top shade is called Nectar, and this is a light peach matte. This shade is light brown, and this is a soft taupe matte. And the last shade is mauve, and this is a pale lilac matte. Now this is the bottom row. Those are the 3 shimmers. They're beautiful. The top shade is opal and it's a champagne sparkle. The middle one is Aurora, and this is a soft copper shimmer. And the last shade is Cocoa, and this is a deep brown with pink and purple shimmer. And now I'm going to be applying it on my eyes. My eyes are primed and set, and I'm going to be mixing those 2 shades right here and putting them in my crease. Those shades look beautiful in the crease. Now I'm gonna go into this deep shade and I'm gonna put it on my outer corner. I'm going to blend it out. Just going to build that color up a tiny bit more. I'm going to apply the middle shade Aurora on my lid. This is so beautiful, but I'm just gonna go in with my finger to intensify it. I'm going to apply an eyeliner and a mascara, and I will be right back. This is how this look turned out. I've used those 2 mattes in my crease. I used the deepest brown shade in my outer V, and I put that middle shade all over my lid. I will be right back, and we're gonna create a second look with this beautiful sparkling palette. For the second look in the sparkling palette, I'm gonna be starting with this mauve shade in my crease. I'm gonna apply the cocoa shade in my outer V. To blend everything together. In the previous look, we used Aurora all over the lids, and in this look we're going to use opal. Go in with my finger. This is such a stunning shade. I am going to apply a liner and a mascara, and I will be right back. This is the finished look. I enjoyed each and every look that I created using those palettes. I really enjoyed using them. The mattes are beautiful. They apply so nicely into the crease. They blend really well. The shimmers are outstanding. The color payoff They're just beautiful. I strongly recommend those. If you were thinking whether or not to get them, you will not be disappointed. Thank you so much for being here with me. Thank you for watching. I will be having the reviews for the larger palettes coming up shortly. Please subscribe if you haven't done so. I would really appreciate it, and have a great day.